What kind of a sick school is this? Hmm?
School of Rock is one of the most beloved and iconic comedies to come out of the early 2000s. Released in 2003, School of Rock is a high-energy comedy combining music, humor, and heart. It stars Jack Black as a wannabe rock star who's turned substitute teacher, and the film has captured the hearts of viewers both young and old with hilarious dialogue, catchy tunes, and a heartwarming message about following your dreams. However, behind all of the laughter and music lies some of the most crazy facts you may have never known about this cult classic. So get ready to rock out with these 15 School of Rock facts that will blow your mind. Number 15. The kids actually played their instruments. Director Richard Linklater and Jack Black had one mission for School of Rock, and that was to make the music feel real. But how could they pull it off with a cast of children? Well, they made sure that all the child actors learned how to actually play their instruments. There was no faking or miming. The young cast, including some of Joan Cusack's hilarious on-screen students, trained for weeks before filming even began. Professional music coaches worked with them on everything from guitar to bass, drums, and more. And here's where it gets even more cool. During filming, the kids performed live whenever possible. Full band scenes featured raw and genuine performances from students, and many of their live recordings made it onto the movie's legendary soundtrack. This dedication to real musicianship set School of Rock apart, and it's one of the reasons the film still rocks audiences today. Every single note, chord, and drum beat feels alive because it really is. Number 14. The role of Dewey Finn was written specifically for Jack Black. Did you know that the role of Dewey Finn wasn't only given to Jack Black, it was actually created for him? The crazy guitar-playing, super fun substitute teacher that we all love in the movie was created with Jack Black in mind from the start. By the time that School of Rock was in the works, Jack Black was already gaining attention as a rock-obsessed comedian. Movies like High Fidelity, along with his band Tenacious D, had shown everyone just how perfectly he could mix comedy, acting, and real-life rock star energy.
Okay? Well, it's just one problem there. The band is mine!
Director Richard Linklater and writer Mike White saw this amazing combo of talent and thought, why not build an entire character around him? The script was completely tailored for Jack Black. They used his natural humor and ability to improv on the spot, along with his larger-than-life energy, in order to make Dewey Finn hilarious, charming, and so unpredictable. Many of those laugh-out-loud moments in the movie weren't even planned, but instead Jack Black made them up on the spot. And because of his real musical experience, Dewey feels like a totally believable rock star leading a group of kids into a battle of the bands. Without Jack Black, there would be no Dewey Finn. The role and the actor are inseparable, and that's what gives School of Rock its magic.
Now hold up now. Just because you're not in the band doesn't mean you're not in the band. We need backup singers who can sing.
Number 13. Jack Black spent weeks rehearsing with the kids. By 2003, Jack Black was a rising star, known for his wild comedy and musical talent. The fans loved him for roles like High Fidelity and his rock comedy band Tenacious D, but for School of Rock, he had to go above and beyond and become a real-life rock and roll teacher. He spent weeks rehearsing with the kids before the filming even began. It wasn't just simple stuff either. Jack dove headfirst into turning the group of young actors into a believable band. They would practice everything from timing and basic guitar to learning full-on songs, and he worked with them so that they could perform live together for real.
Okay, listen up, you guys. We only have one song to let these guys know who we are, so I think we should play Zax.
It didn't stop there, though. He also led improv games to make the scenes feel more natural and fun, which helped the kids to loosen up and connect so that their chemistry on camera felt genuine. Jack even focused on building trust with his young co-stars, and he wanted the classroom to feel alive as though they were all part of something special. As a result, Jack Black wasn't only acting like a band leader, he was actually being one. Number 12. Jack Black had to get permission from Led Zeppelin. One of the most epic moments in the movie takes place when his character performs a version of Led Zeppelin's iconic Immigrant Song, but getting Led Zeppelin's music into any movie is not easy. Led Zeppelin is one of the greatest and most influential groups in music history, known for their amazing tracks like Stairway to Heaven and Whole Lotta Love, and they have a reputation for keeping super tight control over where and how the music is used. They almost never allow their songs to be in a movie, especially not in a funny or reimagined way. However, Jack Black and the production team were not about to give up. They knew that having that song in the film would be a game changer. Imagine children performing one of rock and roll's most legendary anthems in a hilarious classroom setting. And to make it happen, Jack honored Led Zeppelin's legacy by learning the song in depth. He worked hard and nailed every detail of the performance with respect and energy that stayed true to the band's iconic style.
What you say? I'm not turning into a robot. Do my chore day after day, and they don't want any left. No, so
The production team had to convince Led Zeppelin and their representatives to give the green light, and they had to show the band that their masterpiece would be treated with care, even in the middle of a comedic movie. With so much effort, Led Zeppelin, known for rarely saying yes to song licensing, actually agreed, and thanks to their approval, School of Rock delivered an unforgettable burst of musical energy, giving audiences a genuine rock and roll experience. Number 11. The kids formed real bands after the movie. After playing their roles in School of Rock, several of the child actors actually took their musical talent to the real world. The kids were so inspired by the experience that they decided to pursue music beyond the set. For example, there's Miranda Cosgrove. She played the uptight and lovable Summer Hathaway, but her own career after the film was far from ordinary. She jumped into a music career, releasing pop songs and performing live alongside of her acting. While her style leaned more toward pop than rock, you can't deny that her time in School of Rock had given her a taste of the stage and spotlight.
All right, Summer, belt it.
Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Stop. Okay, good. That's pretty good.
Then there's Kevin Clark, who played Freddie Jones, the spirited drummer. His love for music did not stop when the cameras did. He kept drumming in real bands and performing passionately until his tragic passing in 2021. He credited the movie as a life-changing experience that set him on his musical path, and it's both inspiring and heartbreaking at the same time. Many of the cast members had stayed connected and never left their instruments behind, reportedly reuniting for jam sessions or even small performances every once in a while. It's like their on-screen band became something real and lasting. That intense music training that they had to go through for the film had given them the real skills and confidence they needed, and it turned a fun acting gig into a launch pad for genuine musical journeys. Who would have thought that what began as a film project about kids discovering rock and roll would end up sparking a love for music which lasted long after the credits rolled? Number 10. The famous classroom guitar lessons were partially improvised. The classroom scenes in the film were alive with real and unscripted magic, and many of the guitar lessons and jam sessions that you see on the screen were only partially planned. The script laid down a solid structure, but the director was not afraid to shake it up. He encouraged the cast to go off script, especially during moments where Jack Black's character connected with the students. And Jack Black himself, with his famous humor and musical flair, would often improv the jokes, the riffs, and even bits of music instruction in real time. Just imagine being a young actor reacting naturally to Jack Black's unpredictable energy. Sometimes they made mistakes, sometimes they joked back, and all of the moments stayed in the final cut. Even some of the musical exercises you see on the screen were not in the script at all. Born out of a mixture of rehearsal and real on-set creativity, the energy that Jack Black brought not only lit up the screen, but also inspired the kids to respond in ways that felt both real and unscripted. Number 9. Jack Black performed most of the guitar scenes himself. Rather than faking his way through the guitar scenes in School of Rock, Jack Black actually played almost all of them himself. Being a talented musician, he brought his rock skills to real life on the screen. Thanks to his experience in music with his band Tenacious D, he could strum chords, shred solos, and roll out riffs like a true rock star, all while staying in character. Whether it was during classroom scenes or the final Battle of the Band showdown, the guitar sounds that you hear and see are all Jack's own work. The young cast was learning their instruments, but Black's authentic playing gave the entire film its rock-solid energy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if you wanna be the teacher's pet, baby, you just better forget it.
Even during fast solos and finger-blurring riffs, it was Jack Black who made it believable that Dewey Finn wasn't only a wannabe, he was actually the real deal. The camera angles may have highlighted the kids' participation, but if you're looking for the actual core performance, it was built around Jack Black's insane guitar talent. Number 8. The movie helped launch the real-life School of Rock music program. Who would have thought that a hilarious film about a wannabe rock star would inspire something as incredible as a real-life music revolution? After School of Rock became a smash hit, Paul Green, the film's music coach and the one who had trained the kids, had already founded the School of Rock music program in 1998. But it wasn't until the movie's success that his creation truly became legendary. The program is like stepping straight into the movie, teaching children and teens how to rock out just like real bands, with full-on rehearsal, epic live performances, and shows that are led by the students themselves. And it feels familiar because a lot of the ideas came from how the movie cast was trained in their roles. Suddenly, the School of Rock brand exploded internationally, locations popped up all over the place, and what began as a fun film premise would turn into a global movement, proving that kids learning rock music was a real thing and life-changing. Number 7. The crowd at the Battle of the Bands finale was mostly real fans. Imagine how far filmmakers had to go to make a movie feel real and alive. And for the epic Battle of the Bands scene, they wanted it to look and feel like an actual concert. So, instead of relying on only actors pretending to cheer, they brought in real music fans. Many of those in the audience were local people who were actual music fans, and they loved music, as well as friends and family of the young actors. This decision added a brand new layer of energy and excitement that could not be faked. On the set, filmmakers encouraged the audience to react naturally, whether it meant clapping, shouting, or chanting, and because none of it was scripted, the cheers and applause were raw and real, just like at a real concert itself. The cameras worked from different angles, capturing the mixture of extras and real fans blending together, and that made the crowd feel huge, alive, and electric, just like you would experience at an actual rock show. Adding to that magic, Jack Black and the talented child cast members were performing real live music. By putting genuine fans in the middle of the action, filmmakers created a finale that was bursting with the kind of energy you would only get when people truly love what they're seeing.
And now, baby, oh, I'm alive. Right now, I am alive. And if you wanna be a teacher's man, well, baby, you just better forget it.
Number 6. Several parents of the child actors were professional musicians. Some of the talented young cast of School of Rock didn't only learn their parts on set, they had music flowing through their veins thanks to their families. Several of the children came from musically inclined households where parents were actual professional musicians, and this crazy fact would help the stars to shine bright beyond what anyone would expect. Take Kevin Clark, for example, the actor who played Freddie Jones. He grew up in a family that loved music, especially drumming, and his natural talent and rhythm and skill at playing tricky beats came from his strong foundation at home. Thanks to his musically talented family, that performance felt smooth and natural on the screen. Then there's Miranda Cosgrove, who played Summer Hathaway, the determined and confident class manager. Her early exposure to music through her family's encouragement had given her the self-assurance she needed to own her role. She wasn't only acting, you could feel the confidence that she carried from her real-life background. Besides those two, many of the other cast members had similar stories. Some, their parents were guitarists, others pianists, and few were even involved in music education. This meant that the kids had already built essential skills and practice habits before ever stepping onto the set. The solid musical foundation had given scenes like classroom lessons and the epic Battle of the Bands an unmatched authenticity, and it's part of what made the performance feel so raw, believable, and exciting. Number 5. Mike White, the writer, also played Ned Schneebly. Mike White, the brilliant mind behind the screenplay, took on the role of Ned Schneebly, Dewey Finn's serious and rule-following roommate. But Ned is actually the real substitute teacher whose name Dewey uses to get into the school and kick off his wild rock and roll adventures.
I did something bad, Ned.
No.
Yeah, they called looking for a sub, and I said I was you just to make some money, but then I got there, and the kids, they rock, man!
Mike White's known for creating stories that mix comedy along with sharp social commentary like Nacho Libre and the HBO series Enlightened. But in School of Rock, alongside writing the story, he also made sure that it all came to life on screen by casting himself as Ned. Mike White had complete control over how the character reacted to Dewey's outlandish behavior, giving everyone the perfect moments of humor and disbelief. Ned's the total opposite of Jack Black's wild and ridiculous Dewey, and the contrast is what made the comedy so unforgettable. By playing Ned, Mike White ensured that the script's humor stayed as sharp as he had imagined, and it's like he bridged the gap between the writing and the performances so that everything felt seamless. Without Ned and his responsible personality, Dewey's chaotic energy would not have been as funny or impactful. Number 4. Jack Black based Dewey's personality on real rock legends. When Jack Black brought Dewey Finn to life in School of Rock, he was channeling some of the most wild rock legends of all time. Imagine taking bits and pieces from the biggest names in rock and roll and putting them all into one hilariously chaotic character. Jack Black got ideas for Dewey from famous rock stars like Kurt Cobain, Axl Rose, and more. In fact, he used Kurt Cobain's raw energy and rebellious attitude, Axl Rose's wild behavior and flashy presence, and even Slash inspired Dewey's cool style, swagger, and confidence. All of those traits made Dewey a fun and unforgettable character, and Jack Black mixed them all into one chaotic and hilarious role. Instead of only copying the legends, he fused their traits with his own comedic genius, and his knack for improv and real-life experience as a rock star went together perfectly. The result became a character who felt like a true rock god, but with a comedic flair that made him unforgettable. Dewey Finn was a chaotic and funny and authentic genius who somehow made you believe that kids could actually become rock stars. Number 3. The movie became one of the most beloved music comedies ever. When School of Rock hit the big screen, it was a mixture of laughter, heart, and rock and roll magic all rolled into one. It stood out from other family and teen comedies because it didn't play by the usual rules. Instead, it brought something fresh and exciting to the table, and critics loved it. On Rotten Tomatoes, it earned an amazing 91% approval rating, and Jack Black's energy was unforgettable. He lit up every single scene. The kids were actual musicians and brought real talent and passion to every moment. But here's where it gets even more crazy. On a modest $35 million budget, School of Rock slammed out over $131 million worldwide. And that's the kind of success that makes you stop and wonder how they even pulled it off. The secrets include memorable songs, hilarious one-liners, and an inspiring story that makes you root for the oddball gang of kids and their outlandish teacher. Even today, nearly 20 years later, it remains a rock comedy masterpiece, proving once again that when you mix music, comedy, and heart, the result becomes pure magic. Number 2. The film inspired a Broadway musical adaptation. Think about this. A Broadway musical packed full of energy, fun music, and lots of laughs hit the stage in December of 2015, opening at the famous Winter Garden Theater in New York City. The legendary Andrew Lloyd Webber, known for hits like Phantom of the Opera and Cats, would produce it, and he created brand new songs with Glenn Slater's lyrics while making sure the exciting vibe of the original stayed strong. The story is everything that you love about the movie. A struggling musician, down on his luck, finds himself leading a group of young students to form the ultimate rock band. The hilarious chaos, the unmatched energy, and that heartwarming bond between teacher and kids is all there. But the live version turned it up a notch. Though Jack Black himself was not on the stage, his unforgettable performance inspired the new lead character who brought his own twist to Dewey Finn's rock and roll fun. Critics loved it, saying the performances were fun and full of energy, and the show kept the humor and heart of the movie alive. It was a show that made people laugh, clap, and feel good, and the success of the film led to more than just a Broadway hit. It turned School of Rock into a cultural icon, winning over fans all over again. Number 1. The child actors were given free rein to rewrite lyrics and riffs. It's crazy when you let the child actors take charge of the music and the magic happens, but during scenes like the classroom jam sessions and the Battle of the Bands, the kids came up with the riffs and made up vocal lines on the spot. That meant that they were not following the script. Jack Black never stuck to a strict plan either. He listened to what the kids were doing and adjusted his own performance in real time. This created incredible and unscripted moments where the music felt like a true back-and-forth conversation. It was raw, real, and full of energy. Some of the most memorable parts of the film came from this wild creativity. Freddie's awesome drum fills and Tamika's powerful vocal runs happened naturally because the kids were given the freedom to shine. Music coaches were there to guide them, but they didn't hold back. They encouraged the kids to make the music on their own, and that freedom was the key to creating a truly authentic and unique musical experience. Now be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss another great video like this one. Do you have any suggestions? Be sure to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.